That was the Gilbert Arenas we knew in Washington. The man known as Agent Zero was one of the most explosive and charismatic players in the league. That was until injuries and a lengthy suspension for felony gun possession in the Wizards' locker room derailed his once promising career. At the beginning of the 2010-11 NBA season, Arenas was traded from D.C. to the Magic, but after a less than stellar comeback season, the Magic cut Arenas loose via the NBA's amnesty clause. Then on March 20th, the playoff contending Memphis Grizzlies stepped up and signed the free agent to a prorated one-year contract. Ironically, in the city known as the home of the Blues, the former All-Star seems happier than he's ever been. TNT's Craig Sager sat down with Gilbert in Memphis.
Arenas checks the clock. Gilbert for the win. Oh, baby! Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero, wins the game at the buzzer for Washington.
How would you finish this sentence? Gilbert Arenas was a perennial all-star whose love and passion for the game was second to none. And then...
and then life happens.
Gilbert Arenas. He was charged with felony gun possession, suspended indefinitely the day after Arenas joked about the incident in a pregame huddle.
How you feeling today, Gil? Right now I'm just trying to, just play basketball like I was before. When I first came into the league, and just enjoyed it for the game.
So much was said about your time in Washington, also, of course, the suspension and all. Looking back, do you have regrets or anything you would have done differently or handled differently?
Smart about my decision making and, be aware of what's going on around me. I just leave it like that.
Well, then you get another chance. You go to Orlando. Everything's well. You have a great relationship with Otis Smith. Things will go great. Then the lockout, and then they buy out your contract on the amnesty clause. You're out in the street again. Why didn't things work out in Orlando?
No, I didn't have any confidence when I was in Orlando. I had confidence in practice because no one was around. It was just the team, just players, and that's where I was striving. That's where I was looking really good. But once those lights came on, and the crowd, and just it was like, what are people thinking? What are they actually thinking? And that's all I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about the game. It was just what are people actually thinking about me? And that's every game until I go on the road. Like all my best games in Orlando was on the road. 2011 in Cleveland, 24 in Charlotte, 20 in Atlanta. They're all on the road. I couldn't play at home. Them amnestying me to them was a business decision. To me, it was hope.
Were you surprised that Memphis called?
Yeah. After the trade deadline, I figured teams would start calling because they didn't get who they wanted or things. So I figured I'd get a call, but Memphis came out of the woodworks. And, when he said, everyone's on board, everyone would like you here, then, that's okay. I need to get in shape first. And they're like, just come out, try out, then we'll go from there. Okay.
But it became such a fit. I mean, a couple games at the beginning you didn't play, but after that, you're in the rotation, you're counted on strongly, you helped defeat Miami, you have a great game here and there, and now it looks like you found a home. Did you think that you could fit in this role?
Once I got to the locker room, that's when I knew, okay, this, everyone was, oh, so hey, glad you had you, this and this and this. And I'm like, oh, I haven't had that in a long time. And then from there, everyone was just so nice. And so it was easy for me to go out there and just play basketball. Basketball is 90% mental. So, it was just me getting my mental back, getting comfortable in the situation again. So going out there and when you get in, the crowd cheers and you're like, oh, okay, they're cheering. Okay. Is somebody behind me? Okay. Oh, no, it's me, yeah.
You say 90% mental. A lot of people have coached you say that he's a little crazy, but a little key, but that's why he's so good at what he does. What does that mean?
Probably my thought process.
Crazy is a very strong word, and unless it's crazy in a good way. I think he's a little kooky, but I like Gilbert. I like his personality. His personality fits with our team. We have a lot of easygoing guys and fun guys, and they know when to work, and he's the same way.
How good is this team? Can you win a ring?
It's up to us. We can only beat ourselves. We've been putting teams away early, and for some reason we let them back in. But we're still finishing them off. And that's the good thing. we've had a tough stretch. As soon as I got here, we was, 7 games in 9 nights. Now we're about to go 5 and 7. And, we're playing well. We're bouncing back. We're fighting. This team is a fighter. I can see why they call it a grind house. We play well, together. So I'm glad I'm a part of it.
And it's time now for our Autotrader.com player comparison as we take a look at players to average 29 or more points in a season since 1997-98. And that's when the Michael Jordan era with the Chicago Bulls came to an end. Allen Iverson did it 4 times, Kobe 3, LeBron, same number as Kobe, Kevin Durant did it in 2009-10, Wade did it in 8-9, Gilbert Arenas did it in 2005-2006, T-Mac, Stack, and Shaq also on that list.